to India Speaks Daily. I am your host, Narayankar. Soon after the announcement of 2021-22 budget, the Liberals have started to monkey jump. From the arrival of the Finance Minister, Nirmala in Parliament, to her budget speech, the gang was active on Twitter. Each according to their agenda, they started spreading propaganda. Anshuman Tiwari tweeted on this investment. He said, "In this way, the sale of government assets will start in India for the first time. Budget pressure is visible on resources," and he goes on to say, if there is a sale this year, it will help to keep the deficit down. Ajit Anjum, another liberal, retweeted the tweet saying, sell it, sell everything. According to great Shekhar Gupta, he said, if privatization is increased vigorously, then it would be the end of poor men. Really? Friends, it is important to understand why privatization is so critical to India's development. In fact, privatization yields far greater gains for the economy than simple divestment or disinvestment. One may ask how. Point number one, privatization effectively ushers in a new management in public sector units, which results in significant efficiency improvements and helps them grow to globally competitive levels. Take, for example, Air India. This is managed and owned by the government. Now compare the Air India service with the Vistara flight. You will realize that the difference is stark, evident, and significant. Point number two, privatization will help government mobilize revenue, which will allow them to redirect this money into areas such as healthcare, education, and rural development. It would be better for the government to deploy funds into areas that will improve human development indicators than using them to fund hotels or condom factories. Ultimately, employees at such firms will get all sorts of perks compared to private sector. Also, shareholders will gain more by parking their money with such firms. One may argue that there is no need for the government to sell a profitable firm like BPCL. However, shareholders are gaining little from parking their money with these PSUs due to their inefficiency. They may be profitable, but they are inefficient, or rather, they are governed by inefficient management. And few others would argue that privatization ends up in employees losing their jobs. Let us be honest here. Of course, some employees would be sacked by the private management as it tries to make the organization leaner and more efficient. But those who quit would be offered decent perks in the form of a voluntary retirement scheme. The employees that are indeed asked to retire will always have the option, I repeat, will always have the option to work in other private companies across a wide range of sectors. Such big bang reforms will only be rewarded with greater public support, and therefore the opposition to privatization by the Liberals is uncalled for. It would be wise to remind these Liberals that Dr. Manmohan Singh had indicated of privatizing public firms. He was very desperate, very keen to privatize PSUs, but he could not due to conditions of the coalition government.